G'day folks. So three things, Father's Day, Foundations videos, and property giving results. First thing, this coming Sunday is Father's Day, of course, and we're going to celebrate that in church at both the 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. So bring your dad, or if you're a dad, invite your kids to come to church, and there's going to be some food and fun after the service at both of those times. 10 a.m. there's going to be coffee and donuts and handball going on downstairs like we did last year, and 5 p.m. Pizza, ping pong and board games upstairs after the service. So I'll be preaching a slightly different sermon this coming Sunday around fathers and spiritual fathers. So we'll just be trying to celebrate Father's Day together this Sunday. Secondly is the Foundations videos. If you're keen to reboot the foundations of your faith, or if you know someone who's keen to investigate the Christian faith, Foundations videos are now available again. And so you can click on the link in this email, or you can go to the website and you'll be able to find it there. You throw your email in and we'll send you the link so you've got access to the videos, and you can watch them at your own time, in your own leisure. Best watched with someone else so you can pause and discuss things together and write in the booklets that are available. But jump on those Foundations videos. A number of people have already. Third thing is the result from the property giving campaign. If you were there in church on Sunday, you would have heard this result. But for those of you who weren't, here's the finance results of what came in. And so we're calling this the early indicator result because it can be seen what's now in the property account. But what we're still trying to get clarity around is what's still yet to come in over the next weeks and months leading up to the end of the year. But here's the first slide. So here's what was already in the property account. There was $120,000 in there. That's the pre-existing balance before Property Giving Sunday on the 24th of August. And then what came into the account in and around Property Giving Sunday was an additional, here it is, $150,000. That is really encouraging. A huge, the vast majority of people in Anchor contributed in and around that Sunday, or indicated that they would in the future. So be encouraged. $150,000 in addition came in, which brings the balance of the property account up to $270,000. Obviously, they're round numbers. There's slightly different from that, but that was the figures last Friday. So be encouraged. That is an encouraging result. Now, in addition to that, we've got indications so far of gifts that are still going to come in the next few weeks and months, of approximately another $40,000. So it's looking like, at a minimum, by the end of this year, the property account will be somewhere around that $310,000 in the property account. So that's really exciting. That's usable. Now, of course, you'll be aware, if you were with us during the series, that we set ourselves a goal of $400,000. We aiming for that as a really sizable deposit. And so now it'll be up to the administration team as to whether they, just calculate what's going to come in over the next few months and then make a decision. Do we just run with what we've got and adjust the size of the purchase that we were attempting to make, or do we wait until that that goal can be reached in time? If you're, sitting back wondering if the church was able to achieve that goal without your gift, you can see that there is still need. So please jump on that as you're able. And if you're still trying to let us know or trying to get on that, jump in there and give it a go. But that's really encouraging news. No decision yet, but the admin team probably towards the end of this year will make a decision about what to do next, whether to wait a bit longer or to just use what we've got. So you can pray for them that God will give them wisdom. But this is encouraging, guys. Like God is, drawing us to work together on projects like this for the sake of the growth of the gospel into the future. He's doing a work in our hearts to help us see how worthy He is of sacrifice, and giving us spirits of generosity and joy. And I think that's the big thing to notice, is there's been a lot of joy around the opportunity to give towards this project. And if you've been part of that, you'll know what I'm talking about. There you go. So there's the early indicator result. We'll bring more of a final kind of indication result maybe in a few weeks' time when we get a better sense. But there you go. Be encouraged. Father's Day this Sunday, Foundations videos, and there's the results from property giving. Hope that's helpful. See you on Sunday.